We are live.
We are. It's been so long since we've been live.
Gosh, it seems like forever.
Forever. 2 weeks it's been. I've missed you.
I've also missed you. Or were you talking to everybody that's listening?
Oh, you and everyone that's listening right now, because there's no one. I mean, there's 2 people right now.
And I'm one of them.
Oh, jeez. But I've missed them all. I've missed you. I've missed the other person that's joined us now.
Probably Andrew.
Yeah. More importantly,
me and Andrew.
More importantly, I've missed Chris Battenberg, who's going to be joining us tonight to talk all about the Best in the West Beard Festival, which is going to be in the luxurious Oceanside State, Nevada.
Oceanside State of Nevada. Don't call it Nevada. You will get punched.
Why?
Do it and find out.
Nevada.
Oh, wait till Chris gets here. He's gonna
peck my eyes out tonight on Talking Beards.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody in Talking Beards world? Tonight, we are back live after we took a little hiatus after Talking Beards, the Club, the Competition, Volume 3, which was a pretty good success, I think. But tonight, we're back in action. We're going to have Chris Battenberg on the show from Chris Battlebird on the show from Reno, Nevada.
It's pronounced Nevada.
No, Nevada.
Oh.
Not Nevada. It's a big A. I don't know. I got in trouble for it last time. I'm sure it'll come up in conversation tonight. But yeah, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. I'm here momentarily. And in a few hours, we'll be driving to Germany. Kind of. We'll drive in the car to an airplane. And then we'll fly to Germany.
Boy, your tires will be tired.
They will. My tires will be so tired. Yeah. See, it is a big A. What's up with you, Scott Sakura?
Not much. I'm Scott Sakura, everyone. You can find me on social media at Scott Sakura. But yeah, not much is up with me. Just getting ready for the show. And as usual, we get our hour-long show prep in, and we get in right at the end. Like literally, we have like
I think it was like I was completely done, and we had 1 minute 46 seconds left. I was like, perfect.
And then he deletes something.
Oh yeah, I did delete something, and I had to go back and re-add it. But you know what? We're here. No one wants to know what happens before the show. They just want to know what's happening right now. And you know what's happening right now, Scott Sakura?
We are on Talking Beards.
And right now, if you go over to honestamish.com, you could save 15% off your order. Do you know how you save 15%, Scott Sakura?
I should, because I usually do this. I don't know what's going on here now. You're really shaking the apple cart right now.
You know, sometimes you have to shake the apple cart. That's what the kids say.
It's a big A, an apple cart.
But you just type in Talking Beards and promo code. I was trying to keep it running.
You were, but see, now you have to tell everyone the other exciting news about what's going on with Honest Amish, because
what else is it? What else is it?
What do you mean, what else is it?
I don't know. Oh, dang, I should have made a promo thing and brought it up. Dang it.
Hello.
Bueller. I know. We didn't talk about it today. Anyway, so breaking news from the Honest Amish world, kinda. Not really. We're in 3,000 Walgreens stores. That's
Not literally.
I mean,
Your product is.
oh yeah, we're not. Our product is, yeah, all 7 soaps, all 3 oils. I think there's 3 different balms and 2 waxes
Yeah.
in several Walgreens across the country. So for Father's Day, if you're looking to get somebody, you know, a father or anybody, everybody uses soap.
Yeah. So, Andrew, yes, you can use the promo code when you shop at Walgreens, but it will not get you anything off. And in fact, they'll probably look at you like you're an idiot and be like, why do you keep saying talking beards?
Yeah, but you can definitely use the promo code. I suggest trying it. And just like when you buy the soap or whatever at Walgreens, make sure you use promo code Talking Beards and don't take no for an answer.
Yeah, you'd be like, these 2 guys every Tuesday night, 7 PM. They told me to tell you
They
this, Mr.
told me,
Walgreen.
and then the Walgreens people be like, I don't, I just get out of my store. Like just get out. But
Yeah, so that's been the fun and exciting thing that I've been doing over the past couple days is Aaron sent us a list of all the different Walgreens in Austin, and I've been just driving around, taking pictures, sending them to him, and yeah, it's been an adventure, we'll just say.
it has been. It's been an adventure from our end as well. Learning a lot. I wasn't directly involved with it, but it's pretty cool seeing the backside of how things get into a Walgreens type store and stuff. It's pretty neat. But yeah, if you got a Walgreens in your town, go check it out and see if we're in there. And if we're in there, buy some.
Well,
take pictures and selfies. And
that's what I was just going to say. So if you guys do have a Walgreens nearby and you do go in there and you do see the display, why don't you take a picture of it and post it on either Talking Beards Facebook page or the Honest Amish page, hashtag Talking Beards on there.
Yeah.
So we know that's where you saw this from. That would be super awesome.
I would appreciate it. And who knows, we may send you some cool stuff if you do that.
I bet you will.
I bet I will too. What else we got going on?
We got you leaving for Worlds, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we start our drive at noon tomorrow. We leave here to drive to the airport, and we get there at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then we fly out at like 6. And I think we land in Germany at like 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Jeff Harris writes, he goes, I tried the pure oil and it dried out my skin so much that he must be allergic to it. All right. This is something you and I've run into. I think it's you might be using way too much.
You got a little goes a long way. Jeff Harris, I also used to use too much for a long time. I did.
And me too. It like gives you like little
drops.
Yeah. It'll give you like little like sores on your skin if you use too much. So be sure that, when you are using, especially that specific oil, the pure oil, that if you're used to using a regular balm or a regular oil, use like a quarter to half as much as you would normally use with the regular one. Cause it's almost like concentrated in a way, but it's like really good.
Peter Piper reviews the bearded Piper, not anyway. Peter Piper reviews. The Bearded Piper reviews says, if Walgreens doesn't give you a discount, just show this episode of Talking Beards. And
that's right.
And then it'll be fine. So just stand in line, ask for the discount. When they don't give it to you, pull out your phone with like 32 people behind you in line and just dig through this episode and get to, 6 minutes or so, whatever we said that. And then it should go just fine. Probably. Don't do this. I do not recommend.
And Russ, yes, definitely. Everyone hit the like. If you guys are over there on YouTube, hit the like button, follow us on there. And as predicted, Jeff Harris, he said he did use a lot. He'll try again. So
Jeff, I'll use like 4 or 5 drops across my fingers, and then I'll rub them all together, and then I'll rub underneath my beard. That's all I do. Like, not a whole dropper. What's up, Drea Glander?
What is up? Oh, look at who else is. We have Russ Young. He wants to know what's going on. T-Had's here. Our favorite Wahaler is here.
What's up, T-Had?
So, but yeah, so we're just we're getting ready, or Aaron's getting ready to go to Worlds. We're getting ready to talk to Mr. Battenberg, and that's really about all we got going on here at the Talking Beards Industries. I mean,
but we do have this.
Yes, after we're done with Mr. Battlebeard, we will be diving into the June beard calendar because we have lots of competitions going on in the month of June. And unfortunately, we since we did not do a show last week, there was a couple competitions that we did miss last weekend, and we apologize for that. You know, sometimes things come up, and we just don't have all the time in the world to do stuff. So
that's right. So we talked about doing an episode last week, and we elected not to. I mean, we did just do like a 3-hour episode like 3 days before. So we weren't ready. But now we're ready this week, Scott Sikora.
Yes, we are. So why don't you tell everyone about our esteemed guest tonight?
Oh my gosh.
I'm super excited about this guy.
You should be. So tonight from Reno, Nevada adjacent, we have Mr. Chris Battenberg, formerly known as Battenberg, but not anymore. He is going to talk all about the Best in the West Beard Festival coming up June 24th. And without further ado.
Wow, you're having a hard time talking tonight, aren't you?
I know. What's up, Chris Battenberg?
How are you guys?
We're good. How are you?
I'm well, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Happy to have you on.
We're happy to have you on, and you look very happy right now. Look, he's just smiling up a storm over there. So much so that it's storming outside.
Dude, it's bad outside, man. It's ridiculous. I normally sit outside, but you guys get to see the garage because the thunderstorms are ridiculous right now.
Yeah, we can hear him really well.
We can. What's? I like
Go
your
ahead.
Wilson up there over your,
you like that?
right shoulder.
Yeah, right here. Wait, right here.
Yeah, up there, Wilson. I see it.
Boom. Yeah.
Just
thank you.
Exploring what's in your rafters.
Yeah, we'll be sitting there staring at it all night long.
There you go. It's find Chris's cool stuff.
It's in his mustache.
It's in here. Yeah, it's hiding.
Man. So what's been going on? You've got a lot going on out there in Reno.
Yeah, man, it's been really, really busy the last couple weeks. That's for sure. Obviously, you already said it. The Best in the West Beard Festival is coming up on the 24th. It's something that I founded back in 2018, and started it out in a small little feet stick to the floor bar. Now we've moved all the way out to Wingfield Park, which is a giant island park in the middle of the Truckee River in downtown Reno. Last year, we only did half of the park with the amphitheater, and this year we're shutting down Arlington and taking over the entire park. It's going to be pretty wild. And I don't know. I think, and I want, if you're listening to this and you think that you got me beat, please tell me. But I'm pretty sure come 10 a.m. when we open the gates, we're going to be the largest beard festival in the United States.
I hope so.
So I'm pretty sure. I think Philadelphia had us beat, but they didn't come back after COVID. So
that's exactly what I was going to say. The one there in Philadelphia was pretty big several years ago, but after COVID, it just didn't come back. So you're the winner now.
Well, we don't know yet. What kind of numbers are you thinking for this?
I'm hoping somewhere in the realm of 3,000 to 5,000.
My Lord, that would be great.
One day attendance.
That's not
one day attendance.
All beard people though. That's everyone.
No, that's everybody. Yeah. Beard people. Now I say beard festival. I'm not trying to take the title of largest beard comp by any means. We're not even close to something like that. I'm just saying we're the largest beard festival, meaning that this festival is all about facial hair. You know, it's not just about the competition. It's about it. We're celebrating facial hair, man, because it's glorious.
It is.
So not only are you celebrating facial hair at this event, you'll also be celebrating body hair, or not body hair, but just head hair, right?
Yeah. So we're adding some categories. I'll actually preface that. So the festival benefits a nonprofit my wife and I started called the Altruistic American. We focus on mental health. Mental health affects everybody. So we want everybody to be able to enjoy our events because we do multiple events throughout the year, not just the festival. So we try to include everybody. I want everybody to feel welcome when they come to our events. I don't care who you are, woman, child, man, alien, don't care. I want you to be comfortable at our events. And so we added a couple extra categories this year for our competition. And it's got my brain moving. I'll bring it up after I tell you what these categories are. But we've got braids, which is open to men and women. And we also have dreads. So any dreadlocks or super cool braids. And the braids came to me not just because of women. We already have our Whiskerina categories, which all women can enter, and we also have a kids category that the kids can enter. But with the braids, we have a really large Native American population here in our area, and braiding is a huge part of their culture and their lifestyle. And I wanted to celebrate that, and I would really like to get a lot of my Native friends down with their braids to show off their culture and their heritage, and bring some awareness to their lifestyle and what they do. You guys have probably seen it in the news where kids are forced to cut their hair and stuff, and that's insane. I can't believe that would ever happen in our country, but it happens. So the more education and the more people see it, the less likely that kind of stuff is to happen too. So, but yeah.
All right, taking a step back to the Altruistic American, you said this is something that you and your wife together came up with, and that's who you guys are trying to raise money for. Please explain to us how, number one, you guys started it, what inspired you to start this nonprofit, and what exactly do you guys do?
All right. I'm going to try and get through this without crying, dude.
You got this.
If you cry, you're getting turned off. That's just to let you know. We're kidding.
That's all right. I cried last time, so it'll just be, I'll go 2 for 2 on this one.
And then
so
Monty
basically
started crying, and then it was just a mess.
So, let's see. 2017, I joined the Bearded Sinners out here. We had a local chapter. One of my friends had recommended that I get involved with them because they do a bunch of community work with like the parks and stuff around the area. I got excited. I joined up. Things went the way they went. But during that time, I got basically they called my bluff and said I couldn't put on a beard comp in 6 weeks. I said I'll do it in 4, and I pulled off my first beard comp in 4 weeks. And here we are today from that. But so it was more of a club mentality. And I wanted something more hands-on, more involved with my community. I made some really poor decisions growing up. I wasn't the best human growing up, and I had a lot of making up to do, at least in my own opinion, to make good as a man, in my opinion, I got to better this place. I got to make it better than the way I found it and what I did to it. So, I wanted to do more, and the Sinners just weren't it. It was too much of a club, and I wasn't really into that. I turned down a bunch of other places because they wanted the club atmosphere, and it's just not what I wanted. So I stepped away from the Sinners. And after I did so, I got like really depressed. I was bummed out. I was like, man, I felt that whole guilt came back on me. I'm not doing something for my community. I'm not helping out. And my wife, she could tell that I wanted to do something, and she loves it that I'm community involved with my community the way I am. And she wanted to help me out. And I was like, why don't we start a nonprofit? And I'm like, but I have no idea, I have no idea what we would do with our nonprofit. And we both looked at each other, and it was like a movie moment where like lights flashed and all that stuff. And we both like at the same time were like mental health. I'm not going to disclose her personal stories, but she's been directly impacted by mental health and suicide. I lost one of my good childhood friends recently to suicide. It's something that shouldn't happen. It's ridiculous that we tell our neighbor, I hope you feel better, and bring them some chicken noodle soup when they got a cold, man. But if your neighbor's got depression or some sort of anxiety, you bail on them. You stop talking to them. You basically alienate them, and that's not right, man. Our number one grassroots effort is our No Stigma campaign. Our No Stigma campaign is an educational and awareness campaign. I'm going to selfless plug. We have these stickers that we made. They're for business fronts. So you put it up at the front door of a business, and it lets people know that the suicide hotline changed. It's now 988. It's no longer a 1-800 number. If you're in a crisis situation, or you have somebody that's in a crisis situation and you're trying to help, that time you take to look up that 1-800 number could have been detrimental to their life. And so being able to pick up a phone and dial 988 is insane. I'm so proud of our government for doing this and making it happen. It is something that's been in the works for a long time. They went live with it last year, and I'm sure it's saved countless lives already. I'm not sure the stats on it, but I guarantee you it has. So our goal with our No Stigma campaign is to let people know about that. And also the namesake, I want to get rid of the stigma behind seeking treatment for mental health. It's bad enough that you're suffering through a mental health crisis or you have a mental health disease and you're trying to deal with life. And then on top of that, you have people giving you stigma for, you're going to get treatment and you pull up in the counselor's parking lot and you feel like you got to run inside so nobody sees you, or you park down the street and walk because you don't want anybody to see your car at the counselor's parking lot. That stuff, that shouldn't happen. So we got to get rid of that stigma. We have to stop treating people that way. We really do. We're better than that.
Well, and the bearding community definitely in itself does have to deal with the stigma of the look, and a lot of people thinking, yeah, you walk in these big groups of all your bearded friends and everyone gets nervous because they think you're a bunch of convicts or murderers and the tattoos and stuff like that. And yeah,
Yep.
so it's a stigma that we've all everyone judged us wrongly,
Yep.
thinking this. But I want to just, and for all transparency too, and to go along with what you're saying, I will openly admit I have my first counseling meeting on this Friday with a counselor. I was visiting a counselor for many, many years back up in Cleveland. And since I moved down here, going through a lot of changes in my life, I've struggled, it's hard. And, so I finally found someone that I'm comfortable with and I'm going to start going. And I'm really excited about it because I've been up and down for years and, I know it works. I know it helps. I know it changes. It really is a very good thing. And anyone that's struggling really needs to reach out. And also, if you know someone that's struggling, help them, reach out for them, make a phone call for them, sit down with them and try to talk to them and be like, hey, if you're too afraid to make this phone call, I'll be with you. I'll make the phone call for you. Whatever you can do to assist that person to get help, more power to you.
Yes, I agree with that 110%.
Amen to you, brother, for all the hard work you and your wife are doing with this. This is, as I was preparing for today, I was so excited as I was researching you last night. I even told him, I'm like, dude, I'm so excited. And this is your second time on the show. And I wasn't here last time. So you and I didn't get a chance to talk. But now that we do today, and I told Aaron, I'm like, dude, I could talk to you nonstop for probably hours, getting into all the different things that you and I have in common. And just to hear this now, gives me another thing of wow, he's even more lovable and likable because, we have this in common now too, with the whole, depression and seeking mental help and the importance of finding and having a good mental health regimen going on in your life. So kudos to you.
Therapy saved my life, dude.
Yeah, it saved lots of people's
saved my life. So
well, I'm glad you got it, Chris, because the world's a better place with you being in it for sure.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's the thing is, you don't directly know how many people you've helped by what you've done. And that's the thing is you can't sit there and think about, well, yeah, this week I saved 5 people's lives. It's you don't look at it that way. You can't, because it's you don't know. And it's what we do with this show too. It's you have so many people that you're just, reaching out to at one time. And it's maybe there's one person that just doesn't have a loud voice that gets your message, but they appreciate what you're doing and they reach out for that help that you're trying to give. So once again, man, dude, you're awesome.
I appreciate that. I can actually speak to what you just said. So these stickers came from what we call crisis cards. We created them before the 988 transition happened, the 1-800 to the 988. Before they made that transition, we made crisis cards, and these crisis cards had that number along with other local Nevada mental health resource and crisis resource numbers on it. It's about the size. It's like 2 business cards, right? And I'm thinking, I'm just trying to get our name out there. I'm just trying to make us known. And I figured this is a good way to help educate, give out resources, and get our name out there as well. So I frequent a local dispensary in my area, and yes, it's legal here, so it's all good. It's not my buddy's house. But they have they have expressed to me multiple times, because I'd explained to them what I do, and they had expressed to me multiple times. They said, dude, I never thought this, but we have people confide in us when they come up to the counter and they just want something to help them forget or feel better, right? And so I gave them a bunch of the crisis cards. I came back, I don't know, like a month or two later, and one of the ladies came out from behind the counter, walked up to me and grabbed me by the shoulder and said, dude, I want you to know your card saved 2 people's lives already.
Wow.
Dude, that's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? You know me, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I was like, because you don't say thank you. You know what I mean? That's not a thank you. I was like, I was heartbroken, and I wanted to jump up and down and celebrate, and I wanted to hug this lady. I want to hug those people, but it's such a crazy roller coaster of emotions. But it was something I never realized. I never thought would be real, I guess is a better way to put it. It was a kind of a unicorn. I was like, I'm never going to catch this. And, the goal is to save one person.
Yeah.
If I save one person's life, I've done my job. I feel like I've done enough at that point. Not going to stop me, but I feel like I've done enough. It was worth every penny I put into it. Was worth it, and hearing that I had my organization had a direct impact on saving 2 people's lives just through crisis cards. It made me just, third, fourth, fifth gear overdrive. I was ready to just get things done, because it made me realize how important what we're doing is. And I'm gonna go back real quick, because I didn't really finish up what I was telling you about the Altruistic American. I kind of got sidetracked because I do that a lot.
Go for it, Chris.
Probably my fault too.
No, it's all good. So my wife and I founded the nonprofit all by ourselves. We used our own money. We used all of our own resources. It's literally ran out of our living room. And so as we started progressing, we realized we wanted to fund our nonprofit, but we're different. We don't want to fund our nonprofit through grants. Not that we won't take grants, and we don't. We do. We actually get quite a few from Walmart, of all people. So shout out to Walmart. Thank you. But they provided us the ability to be able to get some small stuff like our No Stigma campaign off the ground and stuff like that. But I want to be able to do bigger things. I want to have brick and mortar facilities that are free and open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, all throughout Nevada. And once that's taken care of, throughout our nation. I want it to be free, no cost. The last thing you should have to worry about when you're in a crisis situation is what the bill's going to be. That should not be a problem. You should be able to get help and get yourself right, and not have to worry about any of that kind of garbage. And so that's our goal. That's our end goal. But the way we want to fund that is through our events. So in February, we have what's called our Kinfolk Valentine's Dance, and it's a Valentine's dance for adults and kids. It's not a dad and daughter. It's not a mother-son. It's a whoever wants to bring whoever. Our joke is, as long as you're legally allowed to have that kid, come on down and have a good time with us.
Right. Just grab some random kid off the street and just bring them in. It'll be
right. Can't do that. No. Okay. So that event basically helps fund the Best in the West Beard Festival, right? Which we got coming up on the 24th. That festival funds our E&L scholarship program, which is for local college kids in Nevada that are going to school for a mental health related field. And as we move out into other states, we will make that scholarship specific to each state that we end up having a footprint in. So whatever money's raised in that state will go to that scholarship fund. So there won't be any cross pollinating with the funds. The only way we would do that is if we had ample surplus in one state and there was a state that was suffering, but regardless, that's down the road. But the money we raise from this will fund the scholarship and also the overhead for the festival as well, because the Kinfolk Dance is more for fun at this point. It's not really a big deal that yet. It will be, but it's not there yet. So we rely a lot on sponsors for the festival. Thank you very much, Honest Amish and Talking Beards, my 2 favorite sponsors, if I may say so myself.
They're pretty good.
They're amazing. One would say it's the best for your beard.
I would think so.
One may say that.
Yeah. So that leads into we got real high hopes that we're going to make enough money from the festival to be able to start our very first Mental for Metal music festival in August. And I've already got a couple cool bands lined up that I can get out here and get them to play. We just got to make it work. So what our goal is to do is have a battle of the bands on Friday with all our local bands. And by local, I mean that down in the Sacramento area and even Salt Lake City and up to Boise, Vegas, whatever. You guys come up and we'll call you local. As long as you're not like a mainstream band already, you can participate. Whoever wins that will get to
participate. That's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll put you up. I'll make you number one.
Scott plays the drums.
That's rad. That's super cool.
This is why I said you and I could talk, especially when you talked about the metal music. Like you had me at hello, my friend. But continue on.
Scott is metal music, and I can play the tambourine pretty good. So I think we could probably have a pretty successful two-piece band.
I would listen. I'd buy your album.
Hell yeah.
So the Mental for Metal, we want to do the Battle of the Bands. Whoever wins that will open for the headliners on Saturday. And then not the actual headliner, but they'll open for the build headliners. I know you know what I mean, Scott. It's anyway, it's going to be a big deal for whoever wins that. And then on Saturday night, we want to do something that I haven't seen before. We want to have an all-female led lineup. All metal bands, all female led. They don't have to be all female bands, but we want to have Butcher Babies. I'm forgetting names right now because I'm trying to bring it up. But there's so many female led bands now.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion would be great. I would love that. Yeah.
Taylor Swift. She's a female led band.
So
pretty sure she's metal.
That would be a cool thing that I haven't seen done yet in the metal community. So I'd really like to make that happen.
It's like Lilith Fair, but for metal music.
Exactly. Yes. Kitty. Thank you. That's where my brain block was. Kitty. My goodness. And they just came back out of retirement, dude, which is super rad.
Like BFFs with Kitty, right? Like they hang out on the weekends and stuff. Sorry.
This is something we can talk about later.
Don't tell my wife, but they're my crush, bro. Those girls are so rad. They're so cool. Well, yeah, I mean, if I'm going to have a crush, I might as well have more than one, right? And they're all in one group. So sold.
Well, here we go. We got Bearded B Care says Walls of Jericho, best woman singer. I would say not so much. I mean, we got Arch Enemy. There's Lacuna Coil. Come on.
Ooh. Yeah, you're talking about some vocals, dude.
Oh, she's beautiful too. So, but they're such a great band. But okay, I digress. Let's get back to this beard stuff. This festival.
Talking metal.
So the metal festival is gonna Ginger, dude. They would be rad. I mean, I think they're a little outside of my budget. Hailstorm's outside of my budget, but I mean, if they're listening, ladies, help a brother out.
I can guarantee nobody from Hailstorm is probably listening to us. I will almost guarantee it.
Well, let's fix that. Make it happen, internet.
Yeah, make it happen, Scott Sikora's internet.
So the Mental for Metal is how we're going to fund our brick and mortars. That's because a music festival is going to bring in money, and if we can provide the proper acts, it'll sell tickets. And nobody on our board right now takes a salary. Not a single penny goes to anybody else but our mission statement. So everything from that is going to go straight into our overhead to make these facilities a reality. And then in December, Mr. Aaron Johnston has been to it once. Our gala is basically it's an invitation event for most people. You can buy tickets, but it's like any other gala. They're priced to kind of make the serious people be the only ones there. It's a good time, and we try to provide entertainment for it. Again, I want you to leave happier than you showed up. That's really.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I thought we had a good time. So, in a nutshell, that's basically our yearly rounds. But for me, my favorite thing is my beard festival, man. That's my baby. I can't tell people about it enough. People are probably sick and tired of hearing me or seeing me post about it all the time, but it's such a labor of love. I put so much of my time, and my family has put so much of their time into it. Friends, sponsors. It's something that is super cool. It's super unique. There's nothing else like it in Nevada. There's no beard festival. Like there's all kinds of comps. We got a bunch of little pop-up comps everywhere. I'm actually going to judge one on Saturday down at Taylor's Carson Valley Days. It's a beard competition she puts on. She's one of our friends. And you just
judged one out there, like a couple weeks ago too, right?
No, I put on you, Mr. Aaron, helped me out again and sponsored the pop-up comp I did at the Northern Nevada Throwing Company Scottish Highland Games.
Right.
Great Basin Scottish Highland Games.
Or no? Huh? Wasn't it just a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it was on the 20th of May is when we did that. And that was actually, it was out of all the pop-up comps I've done, it was by far the best one we've had as far as attendance goes. And that nonprofit, the Northern Nevada Throwing Company, is actually doing an exhibition at the Beard Festival this year. I just went and met them at the park earlier today, and we talked about where we're going to put them. And they're going to do, if you know what you're talking about, they're going to do sheaf toss, they're going to do weight over bar and weight for distance, which these are all super cool throwing things from Scottish Highland Games. So if you're there, it's going to be pretty cool to watch.
All right. So let's get into this thing, Chris Battenberg.
Yes.
The Best in the West Beard Festival 2023. We know who the charity is, obviously, because you've already went into great lengths about your charity. And but when's this thing going to get started there on Saturday, the 24th?
So it's going to go from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. The music's going to be going all day. We got a couple cool things going on. I don't know if you guys can hear my dogs dying. I apologize if you can.
Your dogs are fine. Bunch of
their
cool
mom
people
just came home.
Coming in here. They knew you were going to start talking about the beard competition, and now everybody's coming in.
Good. So the comp starts roughly around 4 p.m. We'll have registration up to about 3 p.m., 3:30, depending on how things are going. The competition's got 15 categories, 13 of which are beard categories. Like I said earlier, we got the dreads and the braids this year for the first time. We're just hoping
categories.
Yes, sir. 2 separate categories. And we're hoping to fill at least 3 positions in each one of those just to fill out, you know how it goes, typical comp stuff. Hoping to get the three players so they can get some awards and actually get some shine time and see if it works. And if it works well, the idea that we were kicking around is next year we might host, because it's the park separated in the 2 halves. We might have like a hair, like just dreads and braids and stuff like that on the other side of the park for something over there at a different time. We might actually go 2 days as well and have like the hair, braids and stuff on one day, and then have the next day be like the grand finale with the beard comp, and have I can't tell you right now, but at the end of the festival, after Dramarama, who is our headliner, finishes playing, I'm going to announce next year's headliner, and it's going to blow all your beards off.
Blow our beards off. So go ahead and tell us who it is, and we'll
let you know if it's going to do it.
Yeah.
Nope. Can't do that. I'm under an NDA.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's professional.
Yeah.
I was joking, but I can't tell you.
So you said that you're going to have bands and stuff playing. So how's this going to work? You just going to have a couple bands play a little bit before 4, or is it just going to be like 10 o'clock when the rope drops? We're just rocking and rolling.
Soon as that rope drops, you're going to hear shredding on a guitar, my friend.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, you got Nuno Betancourt's going to be there?
Yeah.
Dude, it's going to be a good time. So we've got let's talk about our bands. So we've got I'm going to say Silly Knob. Okay. This guy, I met him last year. He just walks up to me and he goes, "Hey man, let me play." And I said, "What?" He goes, "I play the ukulele. Let me get up on the stage and play." And I said, "You know what, dude? Go for it. We ain't got nothing going on. There's a microphone. Go jam." People ate it up. They loved it. This guy was jamming. He had a great time. Do you remember him, Aaron?
Dude, I don't remember.
So it's all good.
A year ago.
It's all good. So he's gonna
add a lemon though.
There you go. So he's gonna open. Lincoln Skins is a local band that's pretty close to me. I've been following them for a while. They're super cool. They're punk rock. If you like punk rock, they're good shit, man. Oh, I cussed. I'm sorry.
You're good.
And then You've got Lemon, who you brought up already, whom I brought back specifically for you, sir.
I appreciate it. They're good, man. I like them.
You forgot a D's, 2 D's.
I didn't write that.
I know you did. I'm telling. Who is this? Cringer.
Yeah.
So,
Cringer.
Oh, I know who that is. Yep.
Split Persona.
Split Persona. And if you haven't heard Split Persona, these kids are absolutely phenomenal. I can't say what they're doing. I don't know that I can talk about it like on a real note with that. Like they're in some serious contract stuff. They're gonna potentially perform some music at the festival. That's gonna be the first time it's been performed, and it's a big deal. It's not me just trying to hype up a local band. It's gonna be a pretty big deal. So like you guys will probably hear these songs on the radio, kind of thing. So pretty rad. These kids are super talented, and I really like them. So we also have, like I mentioned earlier, drum roll please, we got Dramarama playing. And if you don't know who Dramarama is, I feel bad for you. Come on, man. He'll do anything for you. Anything.
We don't know who
but he won't do that.
We thought it was Bananarama.
That's Meatloaf.
It's not Bananarama.
No. I could tell him to wear some banana hammocks.
Please do. Yeah, they should do that. Scott will pay for them.
So they're
banana hammocks.
They're signing a guitar for us to auction off
for a raffle. That's cool.
Yeah. So that's gonna be rad.
Can we smash it afterwards?
No,
I mean, if the person that buys it wants to, I think that'd be rad.
Hell yeah, I'm bidding on it.
All right, so that leads me into some stuff. The real purpose of everything is money, right? For the nonprofit.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I want to raise $100,000 this year.
Wow.
And if I do that, I'll shave my beard off on stage after the set.
That's a terrible idea.
Well,
nope, I'll leave the stash. We'll be all right. But no, I'm serious. If we raise that much money, Aaron, I will happily shave my beard off, dude.
So what's your plan here? How are you going to raise $100,000? Well, I know you got an idea. You going to walk around with like a bucket or what?
I'm going to auction off that guitar for about $99,000.
Okay.
Yeah. And no, so we have a 50-50 raffle, which actually turns out really well. Because if you don't know how a 50-50 raffle works, all the money raised, we draw one ticket, and that person gets 50% of the money that we raised in that raffle. 90% of the time, hint, hint, people donate that money back. Okay. That they win. Folks walk with it, and that's okay. We don't expect you to donate it. We expect you to keep it. But if you donate it, we're gracious. We're very happy. But we also have our live auction. I got a really, really cool charcuterie board from Mr. Jeff Ray. His woodworks. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you go to our event page, you can see a picture of it. I'm going to start that thing out at least $500,000.
Yeah,
we're going to start that at least.
You're going to be well on your way then.
Like you're thinking.
Yeah. I don't know math very well, but I'm pretty sure that's up there. So
$500,000. Yeah. That's like a lot.
It's a couple dollars. Yeah, it's a couple dollars.
Like $100,000, maybe something like that.
Maybe. So, and then obviously donations from people. Like we're not charging you to get in. We're providing you with top rate entertainment. We're giving you a unique experience that you're not going to get many other places. I mean, you got to travel to find this kind of stuff, as all of the bearding community knows. It's I want you to be happy and enjoy yourself, and I want you to just $5. You got $5? Kick us $5. We have ways for you to do that. We're gonna have the good old generic thermometer. We're gonna fill that thermometer up as we get the money. Yes, sir.
Is there a way to do it online? Do you have like a PayPal or something?
Yep, you can donate straight through our website. There's donation links on our website, and it goes straight to the nonprofit. We understand you can't make it to all the events, but we would prefer to see people at the events. We want you to come down and enjoy what we're providing for everybody. Like I said, our events are either free or extremely low cost, other than the gala. The music festival will be our one caveat, where it's going to be pretty ridiculously expensive because it's a music festival. It'd be typical music festival prices. But like the kinfolk dance, we charge $10 for, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's nothing, you know, and we never make our money back for the kinfolk dance. So, but with the beard festival, I want you to want to donate that money. I don't want you to give me money because you feel bad for us. I don't want you giving money because you feel obligated. I want you to want to give that money to us. And I feel like we'll have a lot more traction, and we'll have a lot more positive outcome with that kind of attitude. It's worked out pretty well for us so far. At the end of the day, we end up having vendors come up, and I'm not going to name names, but they're amazing people. They come up and they'll slide us $100. You know, they'll be like, I did really good today. You know, even last year with the crazy weather we had, still had people come up and donate money and said they had a good day, you know? So it's those are the things that really make a difference. You know, am I realistically expecting somebody to drop 6 figures on us? No, I'm not. But if I don't shoot for the stars, I mean, I'm never going to get there. So
there you go, man. That's the way to do it.
Right. So it's that, and you know, if I got to sell a little leg, it's Reno, I'll sell some leg.
That's easy. People will definitely buy your leg for sure. I would definitely I'd throw $20 on having a Chris Battenberg leg in my house. That'd be pretty cool.
It's Battle Bird, sir.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Battle Bird.
What a
moron.
So,
yeah. So you mentioned the the vendors. Do you have a few good ones that you can throw out there? I don't want you to go through the whole list. Well, give us a top couple vendors that you're going to have out there that's going to surprise people.
Honest Amish. We're
the only vendor. This isn't going well, Chris.
Booth.
You can either go to Walgreens or come to your event to buy their products.
That's right.
So we have quite a few pretty cool vendors. Like I said earlier, we got a couple exhibitions. We got the Northern Nevada Throwing Company doing an exhibition. They'll also have a booth set up so you can learn more about that and who they are. They're super rad, local nonprofit in Reno. We also have Reno Cornhole Club is going to be putting on a professional cornhole tournament, which is pretty rad. That'll be on one of the bridges too, so I think it'll add like an extra flair to it. I thought it was pretty cool. And then as far as our vendors, go ahead.
I was going to say, are you going to have vendors out in the street?
No.
You said you're blocking off the street.
Yes, sir. So if you look at the park online, you'll see it's like a giant, it looks like an eye, and it's been split down the middle with the road. The west side of the park, under all those trees with all that grass, that's where our vendors are. On the east side of the park, where our amphitheater is, that's where our sponsor booths are going to be. Northern Nevada Throwing Company's exhibition will be back there, and that's also obviously where the live music, beer, and a set of bathrooms will be.
So much going on, so much. Yeah. So we're getting close on time. So let's try to roll through this real quick. Do you happen to know who your judges are for this event, Chris?
I know one of them. The other one was a surprise to me when I saw you post that. I've never met this gentleman, so I'm excited for that. But Mr. John Abraham is
he's such a jerk.
He's near and dear to my one feeling I have, and he's my buddy. I'm super excited to have him out, and I'm the judges that you added for me, Mr. Aaron. I have nothing to say because I'm blown away. I didn't think people would want to help out Reno like that, and we got these people coming through they're genuinely, it's makes my heart happy, man. It really does.
Yeah. So you have John Abraham as your first judge. He won GOTY there last year.
Yes,
we also have Randy Forsman. He's I think a 12-time.
He just won his 11
and a half time.
Yeah, the other night.
Grammy award winning, or Emmy, not Grammy. My bad. Emmy award winning producer, and he's a Beardsman of the Year in the beard community a couple years ago. He's an awesome dude. He's got a cool YouTube series going on, the Fursmans, and yeah, stand up guy. His wife was there last year. I don't think he was able to make the event, but he's able to make it this year, and he's judging. And
so you know what's super cool about that?
What?
I've got an Emmy award.
What?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
For what?
Yes, sir. For audio.
I did see you did some audio work.
Yeah, I'm an audiophile.
Man, dude, that I would be wearing that thing on a necklace all day, every day if I had that thing.
Honestly, it's a paperweight, dude. Like,
That's
and
cool ass
nobody like
paperweight.
every everybody's like they're like, oh, dude, is that a Grammy? I'm like, yeah, it's a Grammy.
Well, it's an Emmy. I'm sorry,
It
I
is.
messed up.
It is.
But
No,
so
you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't. You said Emmy. You were fine. Everybody else tells me they always like my aunt Susan called it a Grammy for like the first 10 years after I got it. It was
freaking
great.
Susan.
Gosh, Aunt Susan.
All right, and so let's just keep this ball rolling here. So your third judge, Chris Battenberg, or do you have any idea who your third judge is?
I want to make a guess, but I don't want to be wrong.
So your third judge is Summer Hobbler from Fort Worth,
Nice.
Texas.
Nice.
She won nationals last year in the creative category, and this year she's
won
coming to
lots of
Reno.
things.
Yeah, she's won tons of stuff, but that was her big thing. She just judged us last weekend, and now there we go. Now she's coming to Reno in a few weeks.
She likes
I'm
to
super
cuss a lot
stoked.
too.
I actually just got to meet her in person at in Napa. So that was super cool. I'm super stoked. That makes me happy. I'm super stoked now, man. That
Look,
made
he
my night.
wasn't like excited for his own beard competition earlier, but now that Jiggy's coming.
Well,
It's
I mean that's all your judges, but do you know who your MC is?
I do.
Are you sure you know?
Well, I mean, I made a special request. If it's not that, then I mean, I don't.
So I think you actually have two MCs for this event this year.
Yeah.
Right? And that what you were wanting? So the MCs for this event are Natalie and myself.
No, come on, serious?
Come on,
You didn't
look
even
at that.
tell me this.
Surprise!
Surprise! Love
I
it.
don't know what I've said and what I haven't said.
I love it, man. I love it.
So Natalie and I will be MCing this thing, and you even have a super cool event photographer.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I mean,
I'm gonna butcher her name.
No, go for it.
Who's
your event photographer?
I want to say it's Ella. Close.
Ella.
I think it's just LJ.
LJ?
Yeah, pretty sure. Because I also was calling her Ella, and then Natalie corrected me. So either you and I are right or Natalie's right. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and say that that you and I are both wrong.
Well, I mean, if history serves correct, yes.
But yeah, so LJ, I think she's from Sacramento, I believe.
She's a California.
She's definitely from California for sure, and she's done a bunch of West Coast events. And on the 24th, she's going to be taking pictures in Reno.
Oh, before I forget, beard clubs. If you're listening, I saw somebody from Vegas. Anybody that's within driving distance, or if you're flying out even and you're coming to the festival, I'll give you a booth space for free on the sponsor side of the park if you have a beard club. All I ask that you do is you can't hand out any material because the city will require you to have a business license, but I will put you up and you guys can put up your banner and talk to people and let people know who you are. I want as much representation from clubs as possible. People need to know we exist. And I think like Scott touched on it earlier, we need to let people know that we're not these crazy mean guys with tattoos and beards. We're here to take your kids and rob you. That's not what we're doing. So I really want the representation. If you guys can make it out, reach out to me. You can reach out to me through the event page. I'll respond to it. So just say you want to do it. I need to know by Thursday, Friday at the absolute latest. If you don't get to me before Friday, it's not going to happen. But yeah, this Friday coming up. We already have Modesto's going to be there. I'm not sure. I know John's setting up a booth. I don't know if he's doing it through his club or just for himself.
I think himself, I think.
Right. Either way, he can still hustle his club. I hope he does. Because we're all doing great things. It's not a competition. It's a competition for beards, but it's not a competition for what we're doing. So, we all got to work together. And Talking Beards, I hope Talking Beards will have a booth there. Hint, hint, hint. So,
be attached to the Honest Amish one.
We'll definitely be attached to the Honest Amish booth. But we have a tablecloth, so we can represent. And
then 2 quick things. I'll give you some breaking news. You want some breaking news?
Breaking news, Chris. Battlebird
We got after the festival's over, 500 feet away from the amphitheater, which is a short little jaunt. We're gonna have our after party at Playfield 76, which is a cool little arcade bar. They're gonna block off a section of the bar specifically for us, and they're also gonna have beard themed special drinks for us.
That's
so
cool.
that'll be super cool. If you're coming out early Friday night, I'm gonna have you guys, if you want, come out to Sparks. It's Reno's so close to hell you can see Sparks. It's actually where I live. So what kid friendly? Playfield 76 is not going to be kid friendly.
Okay.
The night before,
party.
Yeah, that's the after party. I mean, that's going to be getting kicked off around 10 p.m. anyway. But the pre mixer, if you will, is going to be on Friday night at a local bar called Final Draft. All this stuff's going to get posted up once I get off this with you guys on the event page. Final Draft is super cool. It is kid friendly. It's a smaller establishment. It's one of my friends' bars, so I just want to help them out, get them some extra love. It's a distance from downtown, but it's worth the drive. They've got, I want to say, 27 or 30 different beers on tap. And it's a great place. So
what time are you expecting for that to kind of officially kick off?
8 p.m. 8 p.m. to about 11 p.m. because they close at 11. So 8 to 11 is about right.
Okay.
So, and then outside of that, I think, let me see, I got everything here. We have a kids zone at the festival, specifically for kids, face painting. There'll be like oversized yard games, stuff like that. Live performances for them from the Mr. Silly Knob, the ukulele guy. It'll be a good time. So there's definitely a lot of stuff for kids. Reno's not all about gambling and other things that we won't talk about, but it's actually gotten really good with being kid friendly. There's a lot of stuff downtown for people to do. If you haven't been here before and it's your first time, feel free to message me. I'd be happy to give you pointers and ideas and things to do that you can do with your kids or do for yourself. I'm happy to take time to do that. So just let me know.
And there's a really good car museum in downtown Reno as well.
It's actually the National Automobile Museum, and it was owned by Harrah's. He sold it off, and now I'm not sure who owns it now, but it is absolutely amazing. If you like cars, spend the money and go see that. It's amazing, and it's air conditioned. So yeah. So real quick, the sponsors for our event will all be in attendance. If you can give them some love, I'd appreciate it. Specifically, Honest Amish.
I will give them all the love.
Never heard of them.
Sure.
I kind of like those guys. I mean, they've been cool to me. So, I just want to spread some love, dude.
They've also been pretty cool to me as well. Well, Chris Battlebird, we appreciate you coming on, man. Like this was so much information, and you're out there in Reno /Sparks doing all the good work that you're doing, and keep it up. And good luck with your event. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing success. I'm sure.
I appreciate you, fellas.
That 100,000 is going to be coming quick, and that beard's going to be gone so fast.
I mean, I said I'll have it shaved with a smile. I will instantly regret it, but I will have it shaved with a smile, and then I'll come back with a goatee and come for you guys.
There you go. I mean, I like this idea.
Love this.
Yeah.
That mustache and a goatee mix will destroy many people.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, Chris. Well, appreciate it. And buddy, I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yes, sir. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Luck.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Go to Reno, Nevada on June 24th in, Wingfield Park. All day event starting at 10 a.m., ends at like 10 p.m. Beard competition there in the middle somewhere. My gosh, it's going to be a good time, Scott.
It's going to be.
It's going to be. So now that we did that, what else do you want to do? It's almost time. Do you want to roll through it, or it's up to you. This is your playground, Scott Score.
Well, I mean, does anyone in the chat room want to hear us do this?
Do y'all want us to go through the beard calendar tonight?
Do you want us to just sign off and then we can just post a beard calendar video later? And then
maybe
you guys could be like, oh, we should watch this so we know what's going on. I mean, do people need to go places? Do they need to do stuff, or are people going to stick around and watch?
I don't know. Jeff Harris says Roll Tide.
Yeah, but
So that's pretty good.
maybe that means he has to go do laundry.
I don't know. Everybody's already leaving. Whatever. I mean, if you want to roll through it, we can. We're prepared for it, or we can sign off.
I say we sign off and then record it.
Okay. Well,
let's try that and see what happens.
Let's see how that happens. So yeah, thank you for everybody for watching. We had Chris Battenberg on tonight, and he did an amazing job. And he talked all about the Best in the West Beard Festival, and everybody should go there. But it's rumbling outside. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I'm Aaron D. Johnson, and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
Scott has an ASMR voice to say the list. Go ahead, Scott.
The list.
The list. You were signing off.
Oh, I'm signing off. My bad. Everyone, I'm Scott Sakura. Thank you guys for checking the show out tonight. Thank you, Chris, for coming on. Really wish we could have talked to you for like another 2 hours. Probably would have bored the heck out of other people, but I would have had a lot of fun talking to you about music and stuff.
He's definitely full of information for sure.
My Lord. Yeah, he's got lots of stuff going on, which is really cool. So, but yeah, so best of luck to him and his competition. We want to thank everyone for coming in tonight. Don't forget to go over to talkingbeards.com to check out all the cool stuff about Talking Beards. You can buy some merch. You can check out some other stuff. One thing I do have to say, though, is we want people to go out and subscribe to the podcast. Check it out. Download old episodes. We're getting close to 300 episodes here coming up.
So close.
And we have some really interesting stuff in the works as for future shows. It's going to be stuff that you guys are going to really definitely want to check out. And it's going to be only available on podcast form. So make sure you guys are going over to Talking Beards, the podcast, and you can get to it right through the Talking Beards website. So thank you very much. Thebeardcalendar.com. Don't forget to go check that out. Submit if you have an event. And don't forget to check out our upcoming June beard calendar. We will be recording that after the show, so it'll be up sometime later this week. So if you guys want to know what's going on in the month of June, that's where you're going to do it.
That's it. My computer's going crazy. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. And yeah, next week we will have an update from me and Natalie's trip to Germany. Hopefully it's a exciting episode and not a sad episode. But either way, it'll be fun because we went to Germany and all that good stuff. But
you want to come back winners.
That's the plan. Fingers crossed. But you never know. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Bye.
Okay, bye.